in triggering your flash wirelessly, you might be looking at something like this. This is a lower cost alternative to, say, a Pocket Wizard or something like this. These are about $40 to $50 for a kit with a receiver and a transmitter. So let's take a look at how these come. Owner's manual, some other documentation, and some soft foam is what it comes packaged in. That's how this is all soft foam here. Here is the trigger. You attach that to your camera's hot shoe, or you can connect it by a sync cord. You can change channels. There's 16 different channels you can use in case someone else in the area is using the channel you're using. I think there's just a test button. There's also this antenna that swings up or down. So that's the trigger. Then the receiver, you could put it on a tripod where it has these little feet here. You can just set it on the ground and attach your flash. And again, there's those little units that you can change the channel on. And you just have your on-off switch there. And this unit takes 2 AAA batteries. So no weird CR2 batteries. So very nice. Comes with 3 sync cords of different types. So it'll be compatible with a number of different setups, and it comes with a couple of AAA batteries for the receiver. So let's take a closer look at these and how they might work. Alright, so this system is actually fairly simple. I've learned that this trigger unit doesn't really have an on-off button. It takes a 23A battery that sits inside the unit. To get to that, you have to loosen one screw, and take it apart. So if you ever need to change the battery, it's a 23A variety. The only button on this is a test button. So all you do with this is slide it onto the hot shoe of your camera, and it makes contact with a little metal piece to your camera, and you can actually tighten that on. And then with this, I've gone ahead and inserted the 2 AAA batteries that it came with. And there is an on-off switch. You have to turn it so the red is showing on the receiver part. So the red part is showing. And you can actually test this to make sure it's working. If you press this test button on the trigger, then this little red LED right here should blink. And it does. So that tells us we have good connection, and it is on. So you take your flash and make sure it's off, slide it onto the hot shoe on the receiver, lock it into place, and then you do need to put your flash in manual mode. You're going to need to set the output of your flash because ETTL information is not passed on through this system. If you do want ETTL passed on through a wireless system, you're going to need to spend hundreds of dollars on a Pocket Wizard or a radio popper. Some of the newer varieties of those are able to do that. Or the Canon infrared system, but that's line of sight. I don't know if Canon has a wireless system that's not line of sight. They might, but I've never heard of one. So you get your flash, set it to wireless mode, set it to manual mode, choose the output, which I've done. It's on the lowest power I can choose. And then you can set this anywhere. You can lay it down, you can set it on its side, however you want to do it. I will just go ahead and set it right here, and we'll test one. I'll push this button on top here right now. Okay, so it works. I can go ahead and take a picture, and the flash fires at the specified power that I set. So now, since it's very, very cold outside, I am going to run to the other side of my house, not the other side, but probably about 100 feet, and I'm going to press this button a couple of times on the way and on the way back. And from where I'm going to be, I'll be able to see if the flash goes off. So we'll check it out here. Here's about a 50-foot range, a 100-foot range, and then a 50-foot range again. 1 second. Okay, so from where I was, from my vantage point, I could see that around the corner it did work. Every time I pressed that test button, I saw the flash. I saw the light from the flash. So it looks like it is working very well, and this is going to be perfect for what I need. It might take a little bit of practice to learn how to, what power to set your flash at, but it's not too hard. If it's too bright, turn it down. If it's too dark, turn it up. And you can also mess with the aperture, get your aperture and shutter speed and everything how you want it. And remember your flash sync speed, and it shouldn't be too tough. So that is the quick look at the Cactus version 4 wireless flash trigger system. It came with one receiver, one trigger, batteries, and sync cords. So now with my 7D, it actually has a PC sync. If I wanted to, I believe I could take this off the hot shoe, plug it into the side of the camera, and just dangle it, and I could control studio lights, studio strobes and stuff like that with this as well, this system. So it's a pretty good system, especially for the price. So that's a look at the Cactus version 4s. You guys have a great day.